My favorite spiritual writer, Henry Nouwen, said, 98% of our lives are spent waiting. We spend our time waiting to be born, waiting for 9 months. And then after we are born, we wait for the next day and for the next day. We wait for the next meal. The child waits for adolescence. The adolescent waits for adulthood. The adult waits to finish his studies. Constantly waiting. We wait for the job. We wait for a friend. We wait every time. I believe it's true. If you look at our lives, you will really see that 98% of our lives are spent waiting. But he also says 98% of our lives are spent waiting, but these times of waiting are actually very poor substitutes, because there is only one waiting that we must have, and it is to wait for the Lord. When you compare our birth, when you compare the next meal, when you compare the next birthday, or the next anniversary, the next wedding, the next ordination, the next promotion to the Lord, everything else pales and everything else becomes small. My dear brothers and sisters, this is a period of waiting. We are not just waiting for an event. We are waiting for the Lord. And let us fill up this time of waiting with much love, because only with love can we see our dreams, our hopes come true. Happy waiting, and we are waiting together.
Father Soc said, there is only one waiting that we must have, and it is to wait for the Lord. Everything else pales. Everything else becomes small. Let us listen in on Joseph and Mary as they go through their feelings and thoughts and realizations while waiting for Jesus. And let's think about how, like them, we too can fill up this time of waiting with much love.
As we wait for you, now in hopeful gladness, we humbly offer you our faithful presence. As we wait for you, we sing out loud in praise, in living out your promise. All of our days. Yet through your torment, we marvel at your love that reflects all we have to give and to have. Through shepherds you've sent, our call for help you've heard. Through the starlit in our hearts, know our fears are gone. As we wait for you, now in hopeful gladness.
More than any other month of the year, December is the best time to reflect on joy. What is joy? Some of us look for joy by partying, and some of us think that Christmas cannot be celebrated without parties. Christmas cannot be celebrated without exchange gifts. Christmas cannot be celebrated without family reunions. But have you noticed it, that after the party, after the family reunion, after the singing, we just end up tired, and then we just look forward to the next party and to the next party until the partying becomes almost addictive, because the partying has not given us real joy. So what is joy? First and foremost, you cannot find joy. Joy has to find you. Joy has to find you. You cannot pursue joy. You cannot run after joy. Because if you run after joy, joy will run faster than you, and you will not be able to reach joy. Forgive, make peace, reconcile, be humble. Just do it. And believe me, joy will find you. Don't forgive in order to get joy. Don't reach out in order to get joy. Don't give gifts in order to get joy. Forgive, make peace, reconcile, for the sake of making peace, for the sake of reconciliation. And then, joy will find you. I say it again, don't look for joy. Let joy find you. How can joy find us? Joy cannot find us in extravagance. Joy cannot find us in materialism. Joy cannot find us in greed, in gluttony. How can joy find us? By nothingness. In the nothingness of the tomb, we saw the joy of Easter. In the nothingness of the womb of the Virgin Mary, we saw the joy of Christmas. In the nothingness of the womb of Elizabeth, we saw the joy of God intervening in history. The problem, my dear brothers and sisters, is we think we can find joy by having more. We think we can find joy by receiving more. We think we can find joy by more applause, by more appreciation. No. If you discover the beauty, the power of nothingness, of being nothing, then joy will find you, because joy will find a beautiful place in your life. May we discover the power, the value of being nothing, because in that nothingness, the joy of Christmas will visit you, and you will be surprised.